she'll win. Here, this is from a man, BC. He says she don't need to do women's bodybuilding. She's stronger than any of them, and her physique is already A plus. Well, I didn't say she has to do it. Just it's a suggestion, and that's the thing. Suggestions are something, But yeah, it's just a lot to do what you do and to
Mm,
have a passion for. Because when I talk to
yep.
ladies, when you get into any kind of sport, especially for a woman, you have to have a passion. You have to learn because, like I said, your life changes because
Yep.
the discipline, the consistency involved with it, things you have to do, the travel, the cost. I mean, and if you could change anything in the sport, what would you like to change?
Um, I feel like because we go in competitions, so often, I feel like, yes, I love to do all the competitions and, do it for fun and whatnot and the experience, but it takes a lot of toll on your body. And I feel like winning the competitions, like, I feel like there needs to be more prize money because it's like the people that are lifting and giving you a show are worth it. Like the effort that goes behind actually, bringing your whole training and all your weeks of, work and everything that you've eaten, all of the things that you've done and that you've showcased on the platform, it is worth it. So I think if there's one thing that I could say that needs to change is like give the athletes back like some prize money, something that's worth them putting their body through so much. There's only been really like one competition that I went in and I came second and I won a fair bit of money from that. And I was like, you know what? Like, if that was like if I had to travel overseas and win that, it would be so worth it because that would help pay for me to actually go there. Because a lot of people don't have sponsors. We enjoy doing what we like to do, but we're not rich. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, we just want to be ourselves and lift some weights with our friends and all of that sort of stuff. But we're not rich. So it's nice to probably just, yeah, have something given back to us when we are going to present ourselves.
Yeah, because the other thing is, that's like I would say bodybuilding. Unless you are the top epsilon in your sport, generally you're just doing it because for the laugh and giggles,
Yeah.
for the enjoyment of it. But like anything, like if it was like any mainstream sport, if you look at like sports here, like we have like baseball, football, hockey, even boxing. The boxers do pretty good, and May fighters do pretty good, but it's a struggle trying to make a living, and that's why a lot of competitors have jobs, have careers. Some are trainers. I know you also have an OnlyFans, so as I call them, no offense to it, it's the Beat the Meat website. I know that's what it is. You guys not there, but it's
Doesn't bother me. It helps me do stuff. So anyone that wants to get on it and ask me whatever you want, like if I can travel the world and do my sport, and if someone wants me to do this, by all means, I don't care.
Yeah. So guys, like I said again, she's doing a little flexing. So if you do put a little tip in her GoFundMe. Also, you can go to her to her IG. You can follow her link tree. You can see her own OnlyFans. That do support these ladies who are into the sport, who want to make a living, who want to train, who wants to travel. If you're genuinely interested, maybe being a sponsor. I know she's all the way in Australia. That's a long way, but money has no distance wherever it goes. We have here a man. Shout out to my brother. Uh, James, HJ Gucci 23 just came back from the Philippines. Welcome home, brother. He says, salute George and Jamie. Appreciate it. My man Russ G Photography. Shout out to him. He says, what's up? Good all. Yeah, appreciate that, brother. And also, he says this. He says, I hate to say this, but it's who you know in the industry. Or some people say it's who you blow. That's that's the situation. But yeah, because you know what? It's good that we know people that can help you reach that next level. It's good
Mm.
to have friendships. Like when you talk about your friend that was with you at the Arnold, and you're meeting
Yeah.
people, making connections. So, like, what would you think would you want for your future if you could set it up the way you want it?
Um, do you know what? Like over the years, it's changed, but I feel like with all the effort that I've put in over the years, I think my main priority now is to just inspire people. I feel like I'm living proof of what is actually doable, achievable. All the criticism about being, like powerlifting is going to make you manly or whatever. Like, I'm definitely about the beauty and the beast life, and I'm showing people that no, you don't have to let yourself go just because you're lifting weights. You can still be feminine and strong. That is probably my main priority because I just feel like, people just think, oh, lifting weights makes you manly. No, you can be beautiful. This is this is fine. Like, it's okay to look strong. Like, that's the independence, you know what I mean? Like, I think that is, yeah, to inspire people and show people what is capable of. Like, that's all I want. I just want people to believe in themselves and yeah, go hard. Like, just keep trying. Like, you literally can do anything.
Yeah, it's like I say, if you want it bad enough and you
Yes.
work for it and you earn it, you should be able to enjoy the fruits of your work. And the
Yep.
best time it's yourself as an athlete or just as a woman who wants to strive to something greater, But that's things people like. There's some people they just hate. That's all they can do. And you know
Yep.
what? It doesn't. Like I said, they're just like this. They're just people just like chaos and anarchy. They just love trouble. They just love to talk about things that they don't understand and just you know how I am. And before I leave you, Jamie, I want to tell you something. You are beautiful. I'm sorry about him. I try to keep it in order. But we have a copy of my man Curtis L. Jr. He said this, Miss Jamie, I love your work, and I just turned 47 today. Happy
Happy
birthday,
birthday.
Curtis! Yeah, in 3 more years, you're 50. I'm gonna be 51 in the end of this year. So yeah, but yeah, I think people like yourself who love what you do, I think you deserve to be rewarded. I deserve
Yep.
opportunities. Like, you had a great opportunity with the Gladiator series. Maybe if you did a little better,
Mm.
maybe if you come to the States, there's a lot of opportunities here.
I
You have a
know.
local, yeah.
They should just take me as like an extra on their show. Oh, and by the way, we've got another gladiator from over here, so I can just keep going. I'll bring the costume.
Yeah. Well, like I said, with Big Gladiators, the old series has been gone off for a long time. But I remember a few years ago they did bring it back, but didn't do too well. And I think I'm
Yeah.
hearing somebody was saying they were trying to bring up another version of it again. One thing I think
Oh,
was, yeah. But the thing is, it's just that shows like that are past the era. TV has changed. I don't really watch TV that much. Most of the time I'm on the internet, or if I watch anything, I will watch old cartoons, old movies. That's why I watch. This is for a man, Russ G. I think he just got a follow. He just said this. Just check out IG and added, wow, truly impressive. Are you going to be at the Mr. Olympia? So, like I said, she's not a competitor to Russ. She's a powerlifter, but would you ever consider, because, the Olympia is one of the biggest shows in the bodybuilding. You ever consider to come over
I
here and check it out and, hang out?
I actually was thinking about going there. I think the thing is for me, like, just to do these things, it's just money. Like, I need money to go to these places, and I'm quite well known in the world because of what I've done and stuff. And people obviously like to see me, and I want to put myself out in the world. But yeah, that's why I just need, like, maybe some sponsors or people to support my, OnlyFans or, PayPal or my GoFundMe's, things like that, just so I can put myself out in the world and go meet people. Like, there's so many people out there that message me, oh, it'd be nice to meet you one day, or can we do a session, or can we do this? And I'm like, we can. I'm just one person living in Australia trying to get out. So, yeah, if anyone ever wants to help me get out, please do, because I would love to do all these things.
Yeah, I know a couple ladies that I interviewed and become very friendly with. I know one lady, her name is Elisa Sege. She runs her own podcast with her friend Rose. They switched from IFB to NABA, and she told me her last visit when he made her pro debut, she did 2 shows, and it's like $50,000. That's a lot of money, and she brought her son with her. And I
Mhm.
know one lady, her name is Tracy Gaia. Tracy, she did a show, and also she was qualified for Olympia, and she did a show in Toronto, and she was lucky enough she had family here in the States. But yeah, traveling is expense. Like I had people telling me, "Hey George, you ever come to my shows?" A friend of mine said, "Hey George, why don't you come to my shows?" Because I do interviews and become friends. And one thing is, I live on Social Security. I got a car that's in the shop. I want to get it fixed, but I'm thinking about I might just save it for another car. I would love the opportunity to go to these shows and meet these people and make
Yeah.
connections. I remember my first show I went was a great opportunity for me. I met some ladies and some ladies I didn't interview. But yeah, travel, the world is big. It's and the opportunity to go outside of your own little space to see what's out there for you.
Yeah, I've figured like the last 2 years I've traveled a fair bit with just with sport and also just the wanting to and supporting friends and things like that. And I realized Australia is just so far away from everything.